Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the channel. I am Tyler Fikes. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Today, I kind of spaced out, but we're going to check out my truck. If you guys remember from my train horn video on the single cab, I had to cut the exhaust off to fit that massive Nathan K5 up under the truck. If you guys haven't seen that video, I definitely recommend checking that out. It was a good one. Anyways, I've been putting off getting a new exhaust put on the truck. But over the weekend, I finally got around to it. Went down to A1A Performance Muffler. Awesome shop, love their work. And I got a new exhaust put on. It's kind of different. Some people might hate me for it. Some people might just appreciate the awesome sound it puts out. And some people, I don't know. I personally, one, do think it's a little dumb on a gas truck. Two, I love the look of it. Three, it sounds amazing. Four, it's not gonna stay on a gas truck forever, don't worry. So as you guys can probably tell by the title, I did go with a 5-inch straight pipe to an 8-inch axle dump tip. Now, I totally understand that is very much a diesel exhaust, not a gas exhaust. But hear me out. I have been looking around trying to find a 12-valve Cummins block. I want a 5.9 12-valve off of a 97, personally, in my opinion, the best 12-valve ever made. It's not the last one, it's the year before the last one. It has the newer fuel injecting system, and it just runs better than the original 12 valves, and it's still a 12 valve, so it's still a mechanical motor. I really want to go with a mechanical motor. I am torn between an LBZ and a 12-valve 5.9 Cummins. Either way, I want to do compound twin turbos and drop that engine in my truck. If you guys have an opinion, put it down below. I would love to hear, because I'm still not 100% decided, but I do think I'm leaning towards a 12-valve Cummins to go in my truck. So the exhaust is in preparation for a diesel engine that will be coming, not very soon, but eventually. It is something that I really want to do and I am working on, and it will happen eventually. So anyways, let's go check out the exhaust. Let's hear a good cold start, rumble and rev. Rev to 3,000 and then a quick rev to 3,000 and then about 4,500. So still haven't even redlined this. This sounds pretty good. Just to also give you guys a quick in-cab view, seeing what it's like with it driving, so you guys can kind of hear it real quick. I'm just gonna do a quick lap around the block. My truck's actually been sitting for over a week. I haven't been driving it this one lately. So if you guys hear that lovely hum, that is the compressor going to fill the 5-gallon tank for the Nathan K5 train horn. Like I said, if you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. It is a good one. It should shut off sometime soon. We are at about 80 PSI. We only need to get to 200. I do have a gauge up here. Shows me pressure in my train horn tank. So, without further ado, I'm gonna let the truck warm up for a minute or so. We're gonna take off. You guys can see the stars are looking good. So you should be able to hear the exhaust. I can still hear the compressor a lot. Shut the garage. And we're off. So it's gonna be pretty shaky on the camera bumpy road. I'm gonna just let you guys hear a little bit of driving footage with the exhaust. At higher speeds, it will drone a lot more in the cab when you're rolling like 70, 75. Backfire here and there sounds pretty good. I really like it. Drop it down and limit it to only going in first and second gear, just to hold some higher RPMs to show you what it would sound like more on the freeway, because I'm not getting up to the super fast speeds. I dig the sound. That's a quick little view for you what it sounds like in the cab. Now let's finish out the video. All right, guys, so there's the exhaust. As you can see in the cab, drones a little bit more than my previous exhaust. And like I said in the beginning, it is in preparation for a diesel engine because that is what I've wanted to do for a long time. Honestly, coming a little closer to actually doing it, I am somewhat unsure if I really want to go through swapping a whole diesel engine into that truck. So hands down, regardless of what I do motor and trans wise, I know what I want to do suspension wise. It's going to be a lot different than what is on the truck. Basically, we're going to come down to frame and redo everything. No more IFS, no more little axle in the back. Don't want to really give it all away in this video because this video is supposed to be focused on the exhaust side of the truck. The rest will be in another video somewhere down the road because I'm still undecided on the motor and all that stuff. Totally know the direction I want to go with the suspension. That is dialed, not going to change. The motor and trans, I've been back and forth on, and I'm not sure if I want to do the diesel engine, which that exhaust is totally set up for the diesel engine. That is why I did that exhaust. Or if I want to just throw a little cam in the motor, make it sound really good, get some long tube racing headers, a catless mid pipe, get a crossover X pipe, and then 3-inch, dual 3-inch with 5-inch tips out the back, and make it, again, look like a gas truck more than the current setup. And I think that, I don't know, that might sound better. Like, we have the diesel truck right here that I'm sitting in. Do I really want two, and then I only have diesel, and I don't have a gas? I kind of recently have been thinking about leaning back towards the gas side, and I've found a lot of cool stuff online. Like, they make really good twin turbo kits for those trucks. I don't really think I want to twin turbo the truck. I do want to either rebuild that trans to handle a lot more power or throw a Suncoast 6-speed Allison in there. That's what I would do if I do a diesel. I'd do a Suncoast 6-speed Allison stage 5. Hands down, if I'm doing a diesel motor. But if I'm not doing a diesel motor, I'm not going to swap a different gas motor into the truck because it's a low mileage, good engine that is compatible with so many LS parts that I would just beef up the stock trans and then throw a mild cam in there. I want pretty tight lobe separation. That way it's really thumpy idle and sounds really good, but nothing crazy that's going to blow me up. And I don't want to have to do extensive work everywhere else just for the sound, because I really just want it to sound good. Yeah, I want it to be a little faster, and when I do go to bigger tires, I want it to be able to handle those, but I'm going to re-gear as well. And the truck's not slow as is, especially for a truck. And again, it's a truck. I don't need it to be super fast. But so that's kind of what I've been looking at, is maybe just building up that motor, cam, heads, new intake manifold, just some little work, just some basic stuff to make it breathe better, run a little more efficiently, and get an awesome sounding V8 motor coming out of the back. So, like I said, I'm undecided. Put your comments down below what direction you guys think I should go. Either way, it's going to be expensive. If I stay with the gas motor, I got a lot more parts to put into the existing motor, and then I have to redo my exhaust again. But the diesel is going to be much more expensive. The 12 valve would be cheaper, and it'd be cool to have a mechanical motor. And the motor I'd be able to build myself over time. It would definitely cost a lot more than just fixing up my gas motor. And when I say fixing up, I just mean increasing power and usability, because there's nothing wrong with it as is. It's a great motor, great truck. I have no issues with it. And then if I wanted to do the LBZ, that would be a whole nother story with the computer side of it, getting tunes made with the whole EPA shutting down on the EFI Live stuff, all that stuff. It is going to be a lot more of a headache, and that is why I was leaning towards a 12 valve mechanical motor and not a LBZ with a computer and all that stuff. And I've worked on Cummins and I've worked on Duramaxes. Cummins are a lot nicer to work on, just with the layout and the way everything fits. It's easier to get your hands in there and work on stuff than a big old Duramax that's still a V8 with the turbo tucked in the back, and there's just a lot less room for activities. It's not as easy to work on. So like I said, undecided. Leave a comment down below if you guys like the truck, like the exhaust, like anything like that. Give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, because we do have a lot more stuff coming down the road. Thank you for watching, and until next time, see you guys later.